Hi everyone, thanks for coming to class today. I have a really fun class. I want to make sure that you do have a blanket or something soft you can put under your knees, and make sure you have your journal. This is a yoga and meditation and journaling practice for beginners, so if you've never done this type of practice before, this is a great one to start with. We're going to start in Tadasana, so make sure your feet are hip width apart. An easy way to figure this out is to feel where your hips are on your body and just line your feet up right inside that. Also make sure that the crease between your second and third toe is facing forward. This might make you feel a little pigeon-toed, but that's okay. What this does is it activates all of the muscles all along your legs. Then make sure your hips are stacked over your ankles, shoulders are stacked over your hips, and palms are by your sides facing forward. And that's your Tadasana. Well done. Inhale the arms down, around, and up overhead, and exhale, hands to heart center. This is your sun breath. We'll do several of these. Inhale the arms down, around, and up overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Continue on your own, and what you're going to do here is match your breath to your movement. So you will lift your arms up as long as your inhale is, and bring your hands to heart center as long as your exhale is. Go ahead and do a few more, just like that. Inhaling the arms up overhead, exhaling hands to heart center. Let's do one more. Beautiful. Very nice. This time, inhale the arms down, around, and up overhead, and exhale, hinge at the hips and fold forward. Beautiful. You can bend your knees as much as you need to here, bending from the hips, and then inhale, lift up halfway, pressing your hands into your calves, your thighs, or on blocks to really create that nice flat back. Exhale, fold, and then root to rise. Come all the way up to standing. Lift your arms up overhead, and exhale, the hands to heart center. We're going to do that again. This is our half sun salutation. Inhale the arms up overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold again, and come all the way up to standing, arms overhead, and exhale, the hands at heart center. Beautiful. Inhale again. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift up halfway, really lengthen through the spine, tuck the chin into the chest. Exhale, fold, and then roll all the way up to Tadasana, lifting the arms up overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Very nice. We're going to come into two sun salutation A's, very similar to our half sun salutations. Inhale the arms down, around, and up overhead. Exhale, hinge at the hips, fold forward. Inhale, lift up halfway, press into your calves, and then exhale, plant the hands on the mat and step back into your high plank. If high plank is too difficult, you can always lower the knees for supported plank. That is totally good. From here, on your exhale, you will lower yourself to the mat in one straight line, keeping your elbows close to your torso. It's kind of like a tricep push-up. From here, press the tops of your feet into the mat, lift your kneecaps off the mat, and inhale, lift your chest off the mat. You're not going very far here. This is your baby Cobra Pose. If I was there, I would want to be able to move your hands out so you didn't have any weight on your hands and only the strength of your low back was lifting you off the mat. So you're not going very far. You can see in the video I'm not lifting up very tall at all. On your next inhale, press your way back into downward facing dog. And again, bend your knees as much as you need here. This is your first downward dog of the day. So be gentle on yourself. You can walk it out, bending one knee and then the other, whatever is ultimately most comfortable for you. And then walk your feet forward to your hands. Inhale, lift up halfway, right when you get there. Beautiful. Exhale, fold, and root to rise. Come all the way up to standing. Inhaling the arms up overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Beautiful. We're going to do that one more time. Our full sun salutation A. Inhale the arms down, around, and up overhead. Exhale, fold forward, bending the knees as much as you need. Inhale, lift up halfway, pressing the hands to lengthen your spine. Exhale, plant the hands on the mat, step back into your high plank or your supported plank with your knees down. You're also welcome to come into forearm plank. Lower yourself to the mat in one straight line and inhale up into your baby cobra. Again, you're not going very far here. Take a deep breath in and out in your baby cobra. And then exhale, make your way back into downward dog. And if you need to move through tabletop to get through your downward dog, that's great. Bend the knees as much as you need. Take a deep breath in and out here. And then walk your feet forward to the front of your mat. Inhale, lift up halfway, lengthen through the spine. Tuck the chin into your chest, and then exhale, fold, and root to rise. Come all the way up to standing, pressing your feet into the mat, arms up overhead, and exhale, hands to heart center. Beautiful, well done. I'm turning to face you. You're welcome to face the front of your mat. We're going to come into tree pose, which is a really lovely pose. So transfer all of your weight into the right foot. And the left foot has 3 options here. Your left foot's either going to stay, the toes are going to be on the mat, it's going to press into your ankle. It might press into your calf, or the foot might press into your thigh. Whatever is comfortable, whatever you can maintain your balance in. And then you can bring your hands either to heart center, or you can lift them up over your head like you're a tree. You want to scoop your abs back into your spine, lengthen your tailbone down to the mat, and find one point to focus on. This point does not move, so that its stability helps you find your own stability. We call this a drishti point. No matter where you are, take another deep breath in and come out of it. Bring both feet to the mat. Well done. We'll do the other side. Transfer the weight into your left leg. Right foot either comes at the ankle, the inside of the calf, or the inside of the thigh. And I really want you to think about lifting out of your joints. This is tree pose, right? You're rooting down into the ground with your feet, but you're also lifting up to the sun and the sky. Really channel that energy, that growth and abundant energy as you lift to the sky. And again, it doesn't matter where you are in tree pose. You're doing amazing no matter what. Beautiful. Take another deep breath in. Exhale it out and lower everything down to the mat. Well done. We're going to do one more sun salutation all the way down to your belly. And you will want to have your blanket nearby within reach. So come to Tadasana. Make sure your feet are hip width apart. Set yourself up for success. Beautiful. Inhale the arms down, around, and up overhead. Exhale, hinge at the hips, fold forward. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, plant the hands on the mat, step back into high plank or supported plank, and lower yourself to your belly in one smooth motion. Grab your journal, grab your blanket. We're going to come into our first journaling pose. First, I want you to bring yourself up into Sphinx pose, similar to baby cobra, but you're bringing your elbows directly underneath your shoulders. From here, you'll bring your left knee directly out from your left hip. So you're basically creating a 90-degree angle with your leg. So your knee is in line with your hip, and then your ankle is directly in line with your knee. From here, grab your journal, bring it in front of you, and we're going to journal in a yoga pose. This is one of my favorite things to do. If you don't really journal, that's okay. Don't panic. The question I'm going to ask you for this mini journaling session, all I want you to journal on is, how do you feel today? It's a pretty straightforward question, and it could have a plethora of answers. So take a few minutes, journal on how you feel today, and don't judge yourself. Don't say, I shouldn't feel this way, or I know I shouldn't think this. Just write what you feel, no judgment. Beautiful. Go ahead and finish your thought. Your journal can stay where it is. You're just going to extend the left leg back behind you, lower your chest to the mat, and wiggle your hips side to side. It's a pretty deep hip stretch. Then you'll flip your blanket to the other side of your mat, to the right side of your mat, and do the same thing. So you'll bring your right knee directly out from your right hip and create that 90-degree shape with your leg. The blanket pads your knee so it's not hitting hardwood floor like it is at my house. And here, for this small journaling session, journaling part 2, I want you to write at least 3 things that you're grateful for. And if you just rolled your eyes at me, that's okay. Go check out my class on gratitude for more information. But all I want you to do today is just write a minimum of 3 things you're grateful for. They don't have to be big things. They can be small. They could be the way you woke up to your cat purring or the cup of tea you drank this morning. Whatever it is, just write down a few things. If you can think of more than 3, that's great. Just keep going. Beautiful. Go ahead and finish your thought. Set your journal aside and gently bring your right leg back behind you. Again, lower your chest to the mat, wiggle your hips side to side just for a minute, and then press yourself back into a child's pose. And you can have either a legs together child's pose, or you can widen your knees as wide as the mat and come into child's pose that way if you want a nice little stretch. Just take a few deep breaths here. Inhaling deep into your spine and your hips. Beautiful. And then just press yourself up to a seat. And again, I'm going to face you, but if you want, you can stay however you are on your mat. And all we're going to do next is just scoot your hips to the side off of your feet. We're coming into a fun pose called Mermaid Pose. So you have your feet kind of tucked next to you. Inhale the arms up, and we're going to do a little side bend towards those bent feet. So in this case, I have my feet to the left of me, and I am bending to my left. come back to center and switch sides. Bring your hips over to the right. Bring your hips over to the left. Your feet are now on the right. Inhale the arms up overhead and do a little side bend to the right. This is a pretty simple pose, but because our hips are given a little bit more room to stretch, we can get a nicer stretch along the side of our body here. Beautiful. Take another deep breath in and exhale, come back to center. Bring your feet in front of you. If you want to windshield wiper the legs side to side, you're more than welcome to do so. Meet me in a cross-legged position for a very short meditation. All I want you to do for this minute-long meditation is to just count your breath. So you can close your eyes, rest your hands on your thighs. Inhale for 1, exhale for 2. Inhale for 3, exhale for 4. And try and work your way up to 10. If you get distracted or lose count, that's okay. Just start over again at 1. Begin to deepen your breath. Release the breath count. And when you're ready, inhale the arms down, around, and up, overhead. And exhale your hands at heart center. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Thank you for practicing with me today. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. If you liked this class, be sure to give it a thumbs up. I will link my beginner playlist below if you are interested in other beginning classes. Don't forget to subscribe because there is always more yoga coming your way. And until next time, have a lovely rest of your day. Bye for now.